Hello, good morning everyone. Today we are going to start with chapter number 1, Heritage of India. So far we have learned a lot about history and culture of different nations. But this time we are going to learn a lot about heritage and culture of India. We know that India is a land of ancient culture. The ancient Indian scripture Vishnu Puran states, Uttara yat samudrasya himadresha chaiva dakshinam varshantada bharatanam bharati yat sansati. The first line of the script means the India extends from the Himalaya in north to the Indian Ocean in the south. The second line of the script says that we are descendants called Indians. Here, descendants means a person who lived many years ago before us and belonged to a family like our forefathers, so we become their descendants. It is said that we Indian are the descendants of Aryan who existed long back. Earlier, in the beginning of any auspicious ceremony, Bharatvarsha, Bharatkhand, Jambudweep, and Aryavastra, etc., words were used while taking a resolution. That means firm decision. Here, Bharatvarsha means land of Indians, where descendants of India lived. Bharatkhand is a term used in Hindu texts like Ramayana, Mahabharata, etc., to describe Indian subcontinent. Jambudweep means an island where jambu trees grow. Aryavarta means land of Aryans. So all these was included while taking a resolution in any kind of auspicious ceremony. We all know that our country is gifted with great Himalayas in the north and beautiful seas and oceans. In the east we have Bay of Bengal, in south there is Indian Ocean, and west we have Arabian Sea. So we can say that India is blessed with this distinct beauty. Not only this, but many countries are mesmerized with Indian culture and its prosperity, and that's the reason many of them came to trade with us. They settled here and started adopting to our Indian culture. Best example we could say East India Company, and this way our heritage got transferred from generation to generation with always something additional and progressive to it. We have already studied in 9th standard about present location of India. Now we have got a short introduction how the Indian culture and heritage is. Now if we see the physical structure, it is always very vast in ancient time. We can say before the partition and now area wise India stands on the 7th rank and population wise it is on the second position in the world. Now we will move to our next paragraph, rich and varied heritage. Our motherland has bestowed means given something. Our motherland has given something that is rich and varied heritage to us. Indian culture is very popular and trade oriented. Trade oriented means interested in trade and peace loving. Sat means truth, Chit means consciousness, and Anand means bliss and happiness is realized and in our culture. Besides this, we have always exchanged our culture with other nations like adapting westernization, food, style of clothing, etc. And they have adapted our culture like non-violence and peace. Right from the Indus Valley civilization till setting up huge IT sectors, we have made our country rich, wealthy, prosperous, and much more. With lots of abilities and talented skills, innumerate scholars, philosophers, thinkers, saints, scientists have given their huge contribution to grow and develop our country. I hope you all have got the glimpses through the paragraph that how our country had rich and varied heritage, and that's the reason this sentence is also used in our pledge, that is rich and varied heritage. Thank you so much and stay safe and healthy at home. Goodbye.